All right, guys, Salty Sledge back, and in this one, we got a really important topic to cover. I'm finally going to do a tier list, but I'm doing a tier list in the way that I see best fit. I am not a pro at this game. I am a casual. I'm all right at the game. I can hold my own, but I am what's known as a casual Marvel Rivals player, and I'd be willing to bet a ton of you guys are casuals, okay? And this tier list that I'm going to make is going to be from the casual's perspective, from my perspective. With that being said, I know tier lists can create a lot of conversation and it's not always an agreement. With that being said, if you disagree with where I put a character on this tier list, that's fine. But don't be nasty about it. Let me know in the comments what you think I got wrong. But please understand this is just my opinion. Another disclaimer as I go through this at the very end, there's a chance I might shift some characters around based on what I'm looking at the end. I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible. I don't want to take too much time, but with that being said, let's get into it. Make sure if you guys are enjoying the content that you subscribe. We got tons more content coming out here at Salty Sledge. Appreciate you guys stopping by, and with that, let's get into the tier list. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible. Let's just go in order here. Adam Warlock, nothing special. He's going in B for me. His ult can be a little dicey. You've all played in games where somebody's rezzed you in the worst possible spot and it actually ended up hurting you. Black Panther, I got to go C tier for Panther. Obviously, if you play a really good one, and this is kind of going to be something that I might say for a lot of characters, you guys know, even as casuals, if somebody's really good with the character, at times it may seem like they're the best, the hero is the best hero in the game. But objectively speaking, some of these characters I can't put in certain tiers just because they're just not as good as the other characters. Black Widow, I'm gonna go C tier. I think she gets a really bad rep, but I think she is actually serviceable. Especially like if you're a casual, if you're taking her into ranked, be careful. You better be damn good with her. You're also probably gonna get yelled at if you take her into ranked. Your teammates aren't gonna be too happy. Hulk, I'm gonna go B tier. Hulk is a little overrated. The team up is not as good as we thought it was going to be. He's B tier. I mean, he's good. He takes a lot of skill. So if you're not skilled and you're not able to master his mobility, be careful using him. Next up, we got Captain America. I love Captain America. He's one of my favorite heroes to play, but I can't justify putting him any higher than B tier. Cloak and Dagger was once one of the greatest, but um, I think I'm gonna put Cloak and Dagger in A tier. Sorry, my dog is whining. There's a dog outside and he literally won't leave it alone. He's been whining for 10 minutes because there's a dog outside. I'm gonna cook I'm gonna put Cloak in B tier for now, but she's one of the ones I may revisit at the end. Strange, they killed Strange this season. He is not nearly as good as he used to be, but because he still has the shield, I gotta put him in A tier. He still serves a purpose. Groot, oh boy, I think Groot's the best character in the game. He just really, to me, he doesn't have any flaws. Um, he just doesn't have any flaws. I don't know. I don't know. He's really the best tank. Hawkeye. I'm gonna put Hawkeye in B tier, and I'm gonna put him in high B tier. I'm not gonna do this for every character. I'm gonna put him in high B tier, and this is one of those characters where I might get some people yelling at me in the comments. The only reason I'm gonna put him in B tier is because I know that he can dish out so much damage, but you really got to hit your shots because if you don't hit your shots, you are easy to kill. So you got to be really skilled to play with Hawkeye. Obviously, same thing with Black Panther. If you play a good Hawkeye, you're gonna know it. Hela S tier, not even a debate. You can get crushed by Hela. She is a problem. Iron Fist for this season, he is S tier. He is insane. He can crush your tanks, he can destroy your backline, he can pretty much get out of any fight. He is a freak. He is so damn good this season. I don't know if broken is the word, but he's a problem. Iron Man, I'm gonna put Iron Man in B tier. There's gonna be a lot of B tier guys. A lot of these characters are just smack dab in the middle. They don't have anything that puts them above a lot of characters, and they also don't have anything that puts them in those lower tiers. But he's like about as in the middle as you can get. Jeff the Land Shark, I got to put him in C tier. Um, his ultimate can be game changing, but it also isn't better than the save me alts like a Cloak and Dagger, Invisible Woman, Luna, Loki. It's just not better than those. Sure, if you play against a Jeff that's diving and shooting and playing DPS, they're a problem, but rarely does that happen. I can't justify putting Jeff any higher than C. Loki is S tier. They nerfed him a little bit this season, but he's still cream of the crop, one of the top. That rhymed. Same with Luna. Luna is still S tier. Those two they're the top two healers in the game. They're the best. They're just the most reliable. You know what you're going to get out of them. They're incredible. Magic is going to go in B tier. Um, she's going to go in B tier, and part of the reason I'm going to put her in B tier, and a lot of the dive characters might take a hit this season, there's just a couple different ways to counter her. If you run into a good Emma Frost, you are going to have a really hard time. You're going to get choke slammed more than once in a game. Magneto, he is a close A, but I still am going to put him S tier because he's about as reliable as it comes, aside from Groot when you're thinking tanks. His ultimate's still really good. And overall, he's just incredible. He's still S tier. We're gonna get our first D tier here. I hate Mantis so much. If you're a Mantis main, I'm sorry. I have nothing personal against you, but this character drives me nuts. I get that you can do a good amount of damage if you have a save me ultimate, but her legitimate healing, for me, I play on controller, so her L2, that healing ability, it just doesn't do enough. I can't stand Mantis. I feel like every time there's a Mantis on my team, I never get enough healing. Moon Knight, I want to put Moon Knight in A tier so bad, but I can't. He's gonna go in B tier. I'm kind of gonna put him next to Iron Man. They buffed him. They made him a little bit better, but he's still he's still just not any higher than B tier. I can't justify it. Namor is gonna be A tier. Still reliable. Does not. If he still had the Luna team up, he would be S tier. But because he has the Hulk team up and it's not nearly as good as we thought it was going to be, um, he is going to go in A tier. He just drops down a level. I think everybody would agree that last year, or not last year, last season he was S tier, but this season he's A tier. Penny Parker is our second D tier hero. I get it. Some of you might be incredibly good with Penny Parker. There are certain maps that play very well into her abilities. Penny Parker is D tier. She's the worst tank in the game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I have to be the one to tell you that. She is D tier. Psylocke, very, very, very high A tier. Incredibly high A tier. About as close to S as you can get. Um, I can't justify putting her in S because when I'm finished with the DPS in S, you'll tell those characters are just better a smidge than Psylocke, but she's still incredible. Punisher, Punisher's once again just about as reliable as you can get. I'm not going to put him in A tier because um, he's kind of easy to kill. You stand out, but he's very, very reliable. You can dish out damage. His ult gets countered a lot, though. That's one of his biggest problems. Rocket, I know some of you are going to want me to put Rocket in S tier, but I have to put him in A tier. Um, because everybody just shoots his ultimate. Everybody just shoots it, so you kind of lose the ability to survive off of it. But he's still much much better than he was last season. He's good, but he ain't the cream of the crop. I'm gonna take a break real quick because my dog is just constantly whining. I'm gonna go see what he needs. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. He just needed a little bit of pets and some treats. He simmered down. There was a dog outside, and he just was not having it. Scarlet Witch. I want to say C because I hate Scarlet Witch so much. But with the team up, with her survivability, her ability to annoy dive characters, I'm going to put her in B tier. She's low on the B tier scale. I do want to consider putting her in C, but for now I'm going to do B. Spider-Man, oh god, the most controversial hero in the game. You guys know if you play a really good Spider-Man, it's one of the worst experiences ever, but he's so hard to learn. At his best, he's A. At his worst, he's D. The game's been out long enough. I'm going to put him in B, high B. He can still be extremely annoying. And like I said, if you play a good one, you know, just unbearable. Squirrel Girl, I want to put Squirrel Girl in C. This is once again kind of similar to Scarlet Witch, and um, it's similar to Scarlet Witch. I want to put her in C just because I really hate playing against Scarlet Witch and Squirrel Girl. But in all honesty, I'm gonna have to go B tier. I have to. It's so annoying. Yeah, I gotta go B tier. She's average. Okay, she's average. Star Lord, A tier. Still really good. His ultimate's incredible. Um, good mobility. The ability where you fly around and shoot shit is incredible. A. Storm, high B. Uh, can't justify putting her in A, but I mean, obviously she's got a really good ultimate, but she is middle of the pack. Those characters in A are better than Storm. All of them. They're all better than Storm. Thor, dear God, do I love Thor so much. But he's C tier, highest of C tier that we've had. I can't justify putting him in B because most of these characters, pretty much all of them, they're objectively better, even Squirrel Girl. But I love Thor. My God, he's so fun to play. And when you get good with him, oh boy. Yeah, he's good. Venom. Oh, I'm going to put Venom in B, and he's going to go right next to Spider Man. Same kind of conversation that can be had with Spider Man. If you play a really good one, good luck. They're almost impossible to kill when you play a really good one. But if you don't play a good one, sometimes you're playing one of the easiest tanks. They're just damage and ways to build your ult. But I could see the argument for A, but for me personally, I'm going to put him in B. Um, Bucky, Winter Soldier, A. He got nerfed, but he's still so damn good. You can still carry a lobby with Bucky. His abilities recharge. His ultimate's still good. It's not as good as it once was, but he's still really good. Same with Wolverine. He's A tier. They nerfed him a little bit. I can't put him in S tier because this season he's not at the level that these characters are. But he's still really freaking good. Mr. Fantastic, are you ready for this? Mr. Fantastic is S tier. He's S tier. He's easy. He's almost unkillable if you're playing against a team that has competent healers. And he's just like you can play him in so many different ways. I'm gonna make a separate video of me dominating with Mr. Fantastic, but like right now, boy, I can cause some problems with Mr. Fantastic. And a lot of people can. He is S tier. I know that's gonna probably be my hottest take on this tier list, maybe Hawkeye, but dude, he's insane. Invisible Woman, A tier. She is just below these two, and it really just comes down to the ultimate. It is not as long as Luna's, and the versatility. It's just not as you can't do as much with her as you can with Loki. Um, but she's still. Let me actually scroll this up so you guys can see. She's still incredible. A tier, high A tier, highest of highs aside from Psylocke. The Thing. I'm gonna put the Thing in A tier because his ability to shut down movement. He's another one. Like he doesn't really take a ton of skill. You obviously need to learn some of the ins and outs, and that's pretty much the same with all of these characters. But he's really good. He serves a purpose. Um, One of the only things I'll say about him is if you run into a Groot, don't play the thing. You're going to have a hard time doing anything if you're playing against a Groot. The Human Torch, another surprise. This is an S tier character. He's one of the best DPS in the game. He's he's incredible. The only thing you need to be successful with the Human Torch is good healers. If you have good healers, there's no reason that anybody playing the Human Torch shouldn't have the most damage at the end of the lobby. He is in freaking sane. He's fun too. I hope they don't nerf him into the ground. I feel like they might have to adjust him a little bit, but he is incredible. Emma Frost, our new character for this season, high A tier, putting her above Strange. And I didn't rank all of these, obviously, but like for some of them, I will say like high A, high B, high C, D tier. I'm not talking about them. She's good. Her abilities are awesome. Her ult can change the fight entirely. She is incredible, but she's just not that upper echelon. She's not on the same level with Groot and Magneto. So I'm looking over my list and I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Oh, and the only thing that's staring at me, and I might simply have to move. Captain America might be C tier. And once again, I'm a casual player, and I know it's the same thing that I've been saying. I know that a really good Captain America is incredible, but he just does not do a lot of damage. And all it takes is one tank, one DPS to focus you, and you're gonna struggle. Um, and I also feel like he's very even with Thor in terms of effectiveness. So I am actually gonna move Captain America to the C tier. I don't think I missed anybody on D tier. You can put Black Widow in D tier, and I know a lot of people do, but she still can dish out a ton of damage. She can be effective against a dive. I don't think she's on the same level with Mantis and Penny. I actually think there's a purpose for Black Widow. The other ones, my God, dude, they remember it's my personal list. They're just not it. They're not it. I'm trying to think. I think I've got I think I feel comfortable with this. And there's arguments to be made for these B tier characters. There's arguments to be made for some of them to slide up, and there's arguments for some of them to slide down. But once again, this is my personal opinion. So yeah, that's my tier list for season 2. We got a couple of updates coming up. We do have a patch coming out on April 30th. The only thing it really does is it kind of makes healers a little bit better, but even with those adjustments, none of them to me seem like they're gonna move any of these characters up. Um, so this is my ranking for season 2 heroes. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. And like I said, I got tons more Marvel Rivals content coming out. If there's specific things that you guys are looking for on YouTube that maybe other creators aren't doing, go ahead and comment that down below. I'm trying to figure out how to grow this channel. I enjoy making Marvel Rivals content, and I'm trying to find my niche. Um, so yeah, if there's anything you guys are looking for that you haven't quite seen yet on YouTube, go ahead and comment down below. But hopefully you guys don't tear me apart for this tier list. I think I got it right, but we'll see what you guys say. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.